damage, she cursed. Taehyung is lying in his bed. His arms are heavy in heavy cast, elevated. His face is ruined. He looks broken. He's sleeping. Wine. She stands up in the doorway, held up by Jungkook's arm around her waist. She weeps silently. Jungkook whispering, look at him. He can't even hold a pen. He can't draw. He can't even feed himself. Wine. She tries to step forward. Taehyung. Jungkook. He pulls her back. No, we stay here. Taehyung. He stirs, his eyes flutter open. He sees them. Taehyung. His voice raspy and weak. Wine. Wine. She opens her eyes. I'm so sorry, Taehyung. I'm so sorry. Taehyung. He tries to lift a hand, but he can't. He looks at his cast, then he looks at Jungkook. Taehyung. To Jungkook. You won. Are you happy? Jungkook. I was happy before you showed up. You are just a nuisance. Taehyung. He looks at Vine. His eyes are full of pain, not for himself, but for her. Run, Vine, if you can. I can help you run. Jungkook. She's not running anywhere. Are you, baby? Tell him. Vine. She looks at Jungkook's Taehyung's destroyed head. She knows that if she runs again, next time it won't be his head. It will be his life. Vine, I'm not running. Taehyung, don't say that. Jungkook. He kisses Vine's temple. Say goodbye, Vine. This is the last time you'll ever see him. Vine choking on air. Goodbye, Sunbae. Jungkook turns her around and marches her out of the room, leaving Taehyung alone in the dark, unable to even wipe his own tears away. They are back home. Jungkook has locked all the doors. He has taken her shoes. Vine stands on the balcony looking at the city lights. The wind whips her hair. Jungkook comes out. He wraps a blanket around her shoulders from behind. He wraps his arm around her, resting his chin on her head. Jungkook, see, isn't this better? No more secrets, no more running, just a... Mine, she looks at the drop. It's 50 down stories. Jungkook. He senses her thought. His grips tighten instantly. Don't even think about it. Why? And she leans back against him because she has no strength left to stand on her own. I have nothing left, Jungkook. You took my freedom. You took my friend. You took my hope. Jungkook, he turns her around. He looks into her empty eyes. Jungkook, you have me. She looks at him. It's not enough. He kisses her roughly, violently, trying to force life back into her. It will be. I'll make it enough. I'll give you the world, Vine. You just have to accept that I'm the only one. Vine, she doesn't kiss him back. She stands there, a beautiful broken statue. Jungkook, he pulls back, panting. He looks at her unresponsive face. Jungkook, scream at me, fight me, do something. Vine. She turns and walks back inside, leaving the blanket on the floor. I'm tired, Jungkook. I'm going to sleep. Jungkook stands on the balcony alone. He has won. He has the girl. He has the power, but he watches her walk away. He realizes he's haunting a ghost. 2 weeks after the hospital visit, she moves through the penthouse like a ghost. She obeys every command, but there's no light behind her eyes. Jungkook unlocks the door that has been closed for months. He stands behind Vine, his hands on her shoulders, guiding her inside. Jungkook, open your eyes. Vine, she opens them slowly. She doesn't gasp. She doesn't smile. The room has been transformed into state of the art studio. Floor to floor ceilings, window overlooking the cities, expensive easels, a fine... Jungkook whispering in her ear, that architect, he asked if you still painted. He thought he knew you. When she stares at the easel, it felt like a mockery. Jungkook, he knew he could not give you this. He was going to live in a small apartment and struggle. I can give you the world to paint. Vine, voice flat. Why? Because I'm tired of you staring at walls. If you want to look at something, create it. Jungkook said that. He walks over to a table and picks up a brush, an expensive sable hairbrush. He holds it out to her. Jungkook, paint for me, Vine. Show me that the talent he was so obsessed with. When she takes the brush, it feels heavy. She hasn't painted since the day her father went bankrupt. I have nothing to paint. Jungkook, find something. Paint the view. Paint the flower in the vase. Paint me. Jungkook leaves for a meeting and returns 3 hours later. He expects to see a masterpiece. He expects to see her covered in paint and alive again. He walks in. Vine is sitting on the stool staring at the canvas. The canvas is covered with black paint. Thick, chaotic, suffocating layers on the black. There is no image, just darkness. Jungkook, he stops and he looks at the canvas. Then at her, what is this? But she doesn't look at him. Her hands are covered with black paint. It's the view. Jungkook, he looks out of the window at the bright city skyline. The view is bright. This is morbidity. When she looks at the canvas, it's what I see. Jungkook, he grabs her wrist, pulling her off the stool. He's angry because his gesture failed. I gave you this room to make you happy, to make you grateful. Vine. She looks up at him with dead eyes. You can't order me to be happy, Jungkook. You broke the artist. You can't expect the art to survive, Jungkook. He drags her to a fresh canvas. Try again. Paint something beautiful. Vine. She dips her hands, her bare hand into a jar of red paint. Use the brush. Jungkook said this. Vine, she ignores him. She slams her red-soaked hand on the white canvas. It looked like a bloody handprint. Then she drags her fingers down, creating streaks like a claw mark on the prison wall. Vine, is that beautiful enough for you? Jungkook. He stares at the violent red streaks. It looks like a crime scene. Jungkook. He releases her wrist, disgusted and disturbed. Clean yourself up. You got paint on the floor. He turns and leaves, realizing that he unlocked her creativity. Bedroom night. It's 3 a.m. They are in the bed. Jungkook sleeps lightly on one arm thrown over her waist. Always guarding Vine in her sleep. No, 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 don't. Jungkook, he wakes up instantly. He shakes her shoulder gently. Vine. Wake up, you're dreaming. Vine. The door unlocked. The door. His hands. She starts thrashing. Her breathing is changed. Jungkook, he freezes. She's dreaming about the loading dock. Vine. She screams. No! She jolts awake, sitting up, gasping for air. She's drenched in the sweat. Jungkook. He sits up and reaches for her. Shh. It's okay. You're safe. He tries to pull her into his chest to comfort her. As soon as his hands touch her, she flinches violently. Scrambles back until her back hits. Vine, don't touch me. Jungkook, he stops his hand covering in the hair. He looks hurt. It's me, Jungkook. She looks at him in the dark. She doesn't see her husband. She sees the man who's holding a gun. She sees the man who ordered bones to be broken. Vine, I know you are. That's why I'm scared. Jungkook, I'm trying to comfort you. Vine, you can't comfort me from the nightmare when you are the nightmare. Jungkook, he stares at her for the first time. He doesn't argue. He doesn't force her closer. He realizes that no matter how tight he holds her, she is miles away. Jungkook, he turns away, lying back on his side of the bed, staring at the wall. Go back to sleep, Vine. I won't touch you. Vine cries herself to sleep in the corner of the bed. Jungkook lies awake until sunrise, listening to her weep, realizing that he has captured a bird only to watch it forget how to fly. 1 month after the hospital visit, dinner is served. It's a quiet affair. Vine cuts her steak with surgical precision. She eats small bites. She wipes her mouth. She takes a sip of the water. She does not look up. She does not speak. Jungkook watches her, his patient thinning. How was your day? Vine. Voice monotone, eyes on her plate. Productive. I read a book and I watered the plants. Vine, the great Gatsby. Jungkook. A tragedy about a man obsessed with past fitting? Vine. She says nothing. She takes another bite of steak. Jungkook. He slams his hand on the table. The silverware clatters. Look at me. Vine. She raises her hand slowly. Her eyes are dry and empty. Yes, Jungkook? Jungkook. He hates this. He hates it. Yes, Jungkook. He wants the girl who threw champagne on her dress. Scream at me. Tell me I'm bastard. Tell me you miss him. Vine. I don't feel like screaming. It gives me a headache. Jungkook. He stands up, walking toward her. He tilts her chin up. You are not dead. Stop acting like a corpse. Vine. She looked right through him. You told me to behave. I'm behaving. Later, Jungkook decides to play his trump card. He needs to spark something in her, even if it's pain. Pain is better than this nothingness. Jungkook, I received a report today regarding your friend. Vine, her finger twitched sadly in her lap, the only sign of life. Jungkook, Kim Taehyung. Vine, is he dead? She stares at the fireplace. Jungkook, he walks around the sofa, watching her face closely. No, but he's gone. Vine, she turns her head slightly. Gone? He sold his apartment. He resigned from the firm. My sources say he's boarded a flight to Europe this morning, a one-way ticket. Vine, she processes this. He left. He gave up. He's safe. Jungkook, he realized he could not win. He just realized he was broken. Jungkook waits for her to tear. He waits for her to beg for his contact number. He waits for the anger. Vine, good. Jungkook, good? Vine, if he's in Europe, you can't hurt him anymore. He's safe from you. Jungkook, I hurt him to keep you. Vine, I know, and now he's gone, so you have what you wanted. There's no one left to fight for. She turns to walk to the bedroom. Jungkook, he feels a surge of panic. He won, but it feels like it's losing. Vine! She stops, not turning around. Good night, Jungkook. Jungkook enters the bedroom. Vine is already in the bed, facing away from the center, curled into a tight ball. He changes and gets in beside her. He pulls her body against his chest. She's pliable. She doesn't resist. She feels like a mannequin. Jungkook, you'll forget him. Europe is far away. Eventually, you'll forget his name. Mine, maybe. Jungkook, and then you'll see, I'm the only one who stayed. I'm the only one who did not run. When you did not stay, Jungkook, you trapped us both. He freezes. You think you kept me, you locked me in a room with you, but you are stuck in here too. You have to watch me every second. You have to guard the door. You have to live with a wife who looks at you like you are a jailer. She turns over in his arm, facing him for the first time in weeks. Her eyes are piercing into the darkness. Why? You did not wed Jungkook. You just made yourself the warden of the very lonely prison. Jungkook. He stares at the girl. The truth hits him hard. He has the money and the power and the girl, but he's completely alone. Jungkook, go to sleep. When she closes her eyes, a faint, sad smile on her face. I'm already asleep. This is the only place I'm free. Jungkook lies there, holding his beautiful captive wife, realizing that while he broke Taehyung's hands, he broke his own home in the process, and no amount of money can fix a foundation that was built on fear. 2 years have passed. The dynamic has shifted from a prison of walls to a prison of silence, a business trip to Paris. Jungkook is all adjusting his tie in the mirror. Mayan stands by the window looking at the Eiffel Tower. She is wearing a dress that costs more than a car. Jungkook, do you like the view? Mayan, it's very tall. Jungkook, it's Paris, Mayan. It's a city of light. Can you pretend to be impressed? Just for 5 minutes? Mayan, it's beautiful, Jungkook. Thank you for bringing me. Jungkook, stop it. Stop that. I would rather see you scream at me or than give me that customer service smile. Mayan, I don't know what you want. I'm just being a good wife. Her smile doesn't waver. Jungkook, we have a gallery opening tonight, the new chaotic architecture exhibit. Wear the black dress and try to look alive. The gallery is buzzing with French light. Jungkook holds one hand firmly, guiding her through the crowd. His possessive but also protective guards her like a fragile vase. They stop in front of the centerpiece, a massive twisted structure made of glass. And Monsieur Jean, sometimes you have to break things to see how they stand. Mine freezes her heart, which hasn't beat properly in 2 years, slams against her ribs. They turn around. Taehyung stands there. He looks different. He wears a long coat, a scarf, loosely draped. He looks mature, sharper. His hands are in his pocket. Jungkook, you? Taehyung. Jungkook, and his eyes shift to Vian, softening instantly. Vian. Vian, Taehyung. Jungkook, I heard you were in Europe. I didn't realize you were still pretending to be an architect. Taehyung. I didn't draw anymore, I direct. I have an assistant who draw for me. I just provide the vision. Jungkook, a vision with no hands. How inspiring. Taehyung, you learn to adapt when things are taken from you. Isn't that right, Vine? Vine. She ignores Jungkook. She steps out from behind him, moving towards Taehyung like a moth to a flame. Vine, you built this, Taehyung. It's about resilience, about standing up even after the still is bent. He smiles. Wine. Tears well up in her eyes. The mask cracks. The perfect wife vanishes and the broken girl returns. It's beautiful. Jungkook watches her, sees the tears. He sees the emotion flushing her cheeks. He sees the life coming back to in her eyes. Jungkook, she hasn't looked at me like that in 2 years. I gave her palaces. She gave me nothing. He shows her pile of scrap metal. No, I want to look at it. Jungkook, you're looking at him. Taehyung, let her look. Jungkook, she is not a prisoner here. This is a public ground. Jungkook, she is my wife. She is a prisoner wherever I say she is. He drags her away, but this time Vine does not look at the floor. She looks back over her shoulder. She looks eyes with Taehyung until the crowd swallows him. Jungkook slams the door. He throws his jacket on the floor. Vine stands in the middle of the room, breathing hard. She looks awake. Jungkook, 2 years. 2 years I have waited for you to smile, to cry, to do anything, and 10 seconds with him bringing you back to life. Why? Because it's real. He survived you. Jungkook. He grabs a vase and smashes it against the wall. Crash.